Hi guys, today is the soulmate picker card, so I hope you're all great. Thank you to anyone who is returning to watch this reading. It's amazing to have you here. I hope you've had a really good week. Anyone new, thank you again for being here. I upload twice a week at the minute, all around sort of love, soul connection, twin flame, soulmate kind of energies. So I hope you enjoy today's reading. I do say at the minute, and I would really urge you to consider picking more than one group and assigning different questions to the groups. Ideally write the questions down as well so that you kind of remember which one goes with which group. Yeah. I don't have a lot else to say other than if you'd like a private reading with me, you can check the description box below or go to spiritual-candy.com. There's a testimonials page on there if you want to check out what people have said about the readings, and you can also book directly on there as well. Okay, so yeah, I think we can get on with today's reading. If you haven't chosen your group yet, you can of course pause the reading now. And yeah, I would definitely urge you to use more than one group. You know, this is how I use pick a card readings, other people's. And you don't have to stick to the soulmate thing either. You could ask about a job, you can ask about anything. You know, the universe works amazingly. So, you know, if you feel inclined to do that, go for it. Right, here we go. Hi, group one. Oh, I've forgotten to say it again. Please subscribe and hit the bell so that you can be notified of the next reading, which is going to be his current thoughts, intentions and likely actions, which is going to be in the next few days. Okay, but anyway, today's reading, the soulmate picker card. We've got the 8 of coins, we've got the Queen of Cups, we've got the Hermit and the Star. Okay, so your soulmate picker card. Your soulmate is working on him or herself. Okay, they are trying to master themselves. They are, I think they're the Hermit. Yeah, they're the Hermit. You're the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is you two in the middle here. So your person and you as well are trying to master yourselves, but they are particularly working on this. The opportunity for you guys is coming in the near future. So there's going to be some sort of opportunity, whether this be a conversation, a meetup, taking things to the next level. There's going to be something. It's not going to be what you expected. There could be a bit of an element of the unusual or surprise about it, but there is an opportunity coming for you nonetheless. It's going to be good. You're going to be happy about it. It's going to feel great. Okay. It's something that comes, like I say, at the 11th hour or in an unusual way. Stay open to it. Stay open to what it is and what it can mean. The Star does ask you to kind of be very much connected to your spiritual world and to your higher self. Listen, there's hope in this situation. It may feel like things have kind of been a bit tricky. I think particularly because of this Hermit energy, your significant other is in some way, shape or form. Sorry about this, the dog's just appeared. You can't see her properly, but you'll see the shadow of her face. Oh, and she's Freya, you can't do that. I'm in the middle of a reading. Oh dear. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, so because of your partner, your significant other being in hermit mode, you may have felt a detachment from them. You may have felt a bit of a distance. It may have felt like just things haven't been kind of quite right. It's felt a little bit off or a little bit, you know, like you may feel almost a little bit abandoned, but listen to your intuition. You know, the Queen of Cups is all about, all about being intuitive. You need to really listen to your intuition and be that kind, loving person that you are. I think there's a bit of a temptation for a few of you to kind of get stressed and scared because things have been a little bit off or a little bit distant and detached, and to start thinking, you know, negatively, or to kind of lose touch with that side, kind of softer side of yourself. Don't do that, because you need to stay really open and you have to believe in miracles. That's what the Star's all about. There's hope in this situation, but you have to believe in miracles and stay open. Okay? Loads of love, loads and loads of love. I know it's quite a short message today, but I think they've said everything here. They've said that, you know, your person is working on themselves. I'm just recapping because I do feel like it's been really brief, but I'm just asking them, is there anything else they can tell us about this? No, they're saying your person's working on themselves. Listen to your intuition and you'll know that. Yes, they're detached a little, but they've gone into hermit mode. They're reconnecting with their inner light. They're being drawn by the magical. You need to believe in miracles to get there. They're just summarizing. So yeah, everything's cool. So you're on the right track, guys. Okay? Be intuitive. Keep yourself nice and soft. Both being open to love and being open to miracles and the direction that you will get there. Okay? Loads of love, number ones. I will see you on a private reading or on the next reading in the next couple of days. Hi, guys. Hi, number twos. So, guys, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified of future uploads. So this is your soulmate pick a card. We've got the Six of Wands, the Empress, the Four of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so what is going on in your soulmate connection? Okay, so we've got two people here. We've got the Queen of Swords, the Empress. This could be you and your significant other. Don't worry about the fact that they're both females. Obviously, if you're both female, then that makes sense. If you're not, or you don't both identify with the feminine, that's fine. It can just be qualities. Or it can be that if the majority of people who watch this reading are feminine and identify with the feminine, so these could be aspects of you. The point is, what's going on is there is a powerful feminine, like let's say uprising going on here. So the feminine, in whatever variation it is and in whomever it is that's kind of manifesting this energy, the point is that the feminine is rising here. There's a lot of powerful energy. The Empress, I want to start here. There's this sense of abundance going on at the minute. There's this sense of power in the female and in the feminine. So whoever it is, this person or both of you, if it's both of you, have kind of really reconnected with your power. And you feel like, you know, like anything's possible, and there's this sense of abundance and creation. A new situation is being birthed, okay? So you are moving in the right direction. They're now telling me a bit of a story, so I'm going to go back to the beginning. The Six of Wands says that the major battle is over. You know, maybe you've had some difficulty around this situation, but the worst is over really with it. You've kind of had some sort of major victory, and you're on the right track to kind of get in where you want to be in this relationship and situation. The Six of Wands says you can be victorious, you will be victorious, you are on the right track. The worst is over. I think recently you've overcome some sort of difficulty regarding the situation with him or her. You know, and you feel like you're now kind of on the right track. The Empress is saying the new situation can be birthed. There's definitely a need for the feminine to step into the power, to feel powerful, to feel optimistic, hopeful, joyful, and all of that. I think in terms of whether this is going to manifest into something physical, this next stage or this next level, definitely the situation is being created. The Empress is about creation and about the new situation coming forward. I do think that that is coming, but there may be just a little lag time. We've got the Four of Swords, which is generally not an energy we see with something being manifested. It's more a recovery energy. It's more a recalibration energy. It's more of a recuperation energy. The good news is if there's been any kind of heartbreak or sadness associated with your connection, that is largely over now. You know, the sadness is gone, the heartbreak is gone. It's now time to recover, to reconnect with the earth, with the universe, and with each other, and to start moving towards each other. There feels to be some real, like, savvy energy going on, if you know what I mean by savvy. Towards the end of this group, we've got the Queen of Swords. This is about clear-minded thinking. This is female power in a kind of clear, razor-sharp, mental acuity kind of fashion. There's this sense of clarity, vision, ability to kind of not be unfeeling, but to kind of take action based on real clear thinking. So I feel like it's success. There's this generation of abundance. There's a little bit of recuperation going on for you guys, where you kind of have come out of a sad time or a difficult time, and it's like you just need a moment to reconnect, and then it's going to be all systems go. Clarity of thinking, clarity of mind, action moving forwards. So I do think this is coming for you, this clear thinking, clear acting energy, where you start to see a way to move forward. This could be you, it could be them, it could be a combination of the two. There's definitely a sense of success. There's definitely a general feeling for group 2 of movement forwards, of moving on from the difficulty and having overcome one of the major hurdles. There may be a little bit of a time in the next week or so. Depends. If this could be a weekly reading for you, it could last up to, you know, a month or so. But there's going to be like a little bit of a rest and recuperation period. But other than that, there's largely a general sense of motion forwards. Okay? So this is fantastic. I really love this. There's a real sense of positivity. They're also asking you to really keep your energy high, because both the Empress and the Queen of Swords are very kind of mature and tapped in energies in different ways. The Empress is all about the creativity, feeling connected to nature, feeling able to kind of listen to the universe and bring forward this new situation, almost like a conduit for this new opportunity to come through you. Whereas the Queen of Swords, it's about being clear and having a clear plan and sort of bringing forward those energies of the Empress, but then being able to use your intelligence to formulate a way forwards. So, you know, if you are female and or the feminine, you need to really connect to your highest energies at this time in order to really make the most of this opportunity, because I do think things are moving forwards. Loads of love, number 2s. I will see you on a private reading or on the next reading, which is in a few days. Hi, number 3s. Guys, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified of future uploads. Okay, so your soulmate, pick a card. We've got 2 of Wands, the High Priestess, the Page of Wands, and the 7 of Swords. So what's going on here? Do you know what? There's a lot of inspiration. There's a lot of potential to make some sort of plan to move forwards. The slight issue we've got going on, group 3, is that there could be a little bit of game playing. Somebody could be being a little bit underhand. The 7 of Swords and the High Priestess together do indicate something's hidden. Something's going on that you can't quite see. Maybe someone isn't showing their full self. Maybe someone's wearing a false mask. Maybe someone may not be telling the truth. This could be you or it could be them. There's something kind of hidden going on. The High Priestess has definitely got that mystical kind of unseen, unheard, unknown. It can be a card of the non-contact as well. With the 7 of Swords, this is a kind of hiding energy. It's a kind of sneaking around energy. So there's definitely a sense that someone or something within this connection at the moment is kind of hidden or sneaking around in some way. So you may already know what that is. It may be that you're in, you know, a secret relationship or something, in which case you know what this is. But for some of you, it's saying, you know, be aware. Look at this kind of like shadowy and then this light. We've got the light energy and the shadow energy, and I think these together tell a really amazing story. Because let's start with the light energy. We've got the 2 of Wands and the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is the Ace of Wands in action. So it's like these two together are almost like the Ace of Wands and the 2 of Wands. You know, there's been this kind of inspiration around your soulmate connection. You know, you and or them have felt inspired. There's this fantastic new idea. You want to investigate it. It all feels so childlike and wonderful and joyful and full of possibility and hope. And it's a real inspiration. And it is. It's not doing it down. It definitely is a real sense of inspiration. The 2 of Wands, it's like you want to make a plan. You want to move forwards. There's a whole world out there. You know, you want to take action. But you know what they're saying? Don't take action yet. Investigate ideas, have thoughts, have plans, take a little bit of an adventure by all means, but don't make any major moves at the minute, because the 2 of Wands says it's time to plan rather than rush into action too soon. The reason I'm saying that is because yes, you've got all these ideas and the inspiration is real and the inspiration is great. There's nothing wrong with it, but something's not quite as it seems. Something's a little bit hidden, And the other thing is, I think that if you try and move forwards too quickly and push this kind of initial investigation and foray into like a solid plan, what will end up happening is you'll end up just having to manipulate the natural flow. The natural flow is saying it's not quite ready to move to the stage you would like it to be. You know, you want it to be manifested into the next stage now. But it's like, no, it's time to plan, it's time to investigate, it's time to dream and play and just kind of play with ideas. If you try to force it forwards too far, what you'll get is you'll get a manipulated, fear-driven, like a lack mentality. It's kind of like, well, I don't trust that this is going to go in the right direction, so I want to force it to go in that direction now so that I can be sure it's going in the right direction, if that makes sense, which is a lack-driven desire. And this creates more fear. So watch out for that. They're saying tap into the High Priestess. She's here. So rather than tapping into the sort of, if you like, the shadow side of it, which is the hidden and the unseen and perhaps the kind of moon element of it, tap into the really positive opportunity that the High Priestess brings, which is your ability to be super intuitive, to listen to your guidance system. There's nothing wrong with this kind of planning stage. It's not going to last forever. You will flow forwards, but you do need to kind of make the most of this kind of playing and planning and enjoying time. Don't push too hard, because if you do, it's going to end up becoming fearful and kind of forced, if that makes sense. So loads of love number 3s. I hope that makes sense. I think it does. I look forward to speaking to you on the His Current Thoughts, Intentions and Likely Actions in the next couple of days, or on a private reading in the meantime. So have a beautiful day, and I will see you real soon. Hi Group 4, I forgot to say at the beginning, please please subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified of future uploads. Okay, so this is your soulmate pick a card. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Apologies for the table wobbling. The dog is sat here. You can't really see her. Her head is over this side, and she's like laid against the table, and so every time she moves it knocks the table. Sorry about that. Okay, so your soulmate pick a card is looking really positive. There's definitely going to be some revelation, some movement, some action around this time. It's very likely to be this week. Your opening card is the Wheel of Fortune. So if you've been having a difficult time, do not worry. Things are turning for the better. Things are going to improve, okay? In general, the Wheel of Fortune is improvement. It's definitely a card of movement. It's also a card of the universe stepping in to help you. So you are going to be assisted, you are going to be helped. To be honest with you at the moment, what you may find, and I'm saying this because I think a few of you may find the next week good, but also it could be a little overwhelming, because there's going to be a lot of positive change, but not without difficulty. So it's nothing to be afraid of at all, because the universe is helping you. It's a positive thing. But sometimes it can feel a little bit like out of control. Not out of control, sorry, out of your control. If you're, basically, I'm going to call it like it is. If you're a bit of a control freak, this next week or so may make you feel a little bit unsettled. Because you'll feel like the universe is taking over. Now, I love that, because I always think, oh, great, someone better than me is taking control. But if you really are still in that kind of desire to control the situation, it may frighten you a little. But it'll be superficial and you'll get over it, because the good things that are coming forwards will really just wipe away any fears, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is saying that destiny is calling. You're definitely being nudged onto the right track for you. If things have been difficult, if things have felt out of alignment, this is a card of things kind of getting back in line and moving into a more positive state. You can help this by going with the flow, not pushing against the change. The Ace of Swords says a new beginning is coming in your soulmate relationship. The truth is going to come out. There's going to be a kind of revelation, a realization, a new beginning. It's very positive, but the Ace of Swords, I'm not going to lie, is a forceful energy. it's a double-edged sword. It's positive, but it can cause some casualties along the way. So if there's any truth that has to come out, if anyone's been lying or there's been anything underhand going on, it will all come out. Or it may be that you have to go through some little battles to get your new beginning. What I'm saying is the Ace of Swords is brilliant, but it always comes with a little bit of struggle. But you will triumph in the end. You will get there in the end. The Knight of Swords is saying that there's a lot of powerful energy going on at the minute, and you will feel, you and your soulmate, and or your soulmate, may feel like a man or woman on a mission. You know, there's a lot of powerful, forceful energy. Someone is going to get it on into their mind to take action. Now, this is a great thing, because there's going to be a powerful move forwards here. Okay, however, the Knight of Swords is a bit of a warning, because if it's you, you just need to take a breath. If it's your other person, you need to bear in mind that the Knight of Swords can act now, think later. So sometimes the Knight of Swords takes action that they later regret because they've been too boisterous or too forceful or too over the top, or they've overcommitted themselves when they can't follow through. So just bear that in mind. If you are this Knight of Swords and you get this powerful move from this Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune energy, and you kind of want to push forward and you feel all this forceful energy, just take a breath. Don't be too hasty. That's the key. Don't be too hasty. By all means, take action, but make it intuitive action and keep your feet on the ground. If the other person is the Knight of Swords, if it's not you, and you can see that they are like slightly out of control and they kind of get swept up in this energy, it's just mindful not to take it too seriously, and to understand that yes, it's great that they want to take action. Yes, it's great that they want to move forwards, and they will move forwards, but perhaps not quite as much as they say, or they won't maybe manage quite as much as they say they're going to manage. Do you know what I mean? The good thing is, though, with your soulmate connection at the minute, it is moving towards the Three of Cups, which is sort of a more light and joyful time. So definitely this kind of revelation and breakthrough could be cause for celebration, because the Three of Cups can be a card of celebration. So it definitely could mean that. For some of you, it does mean like having a good time. The point is, I think that this is kind of intense. This is things shifting. This is things happening. This is kind of like celebration, having fun with friends and family. It sometimes can mean like union and reunion, but it's generally more of a platonic energy. So it's, for a couple of you, it will mean that you kind of have some sort of happy reunion, but it's not necessarily like love reunion. It's more like a fun, flirty energy reunion that could manifest into something else. So it's this is very good for anyone who's not properly in the relationship yet. This could be a sign that you're going to get a chance to kind of have fun together, spend time together, communicate, and have that kind of flirtation that could lead to something else. So if you're not in a full relationship yet, or you're not sort of at that place, this is really a good sign that it's moving in the right direction. Whatever happens, all of these cards indicate that you are moving towards a more joyful time, more of what you want, more happiness, and that things are turning for the better. Okay, so loads of love, guys. I'm so pleased that you were here today. I hope you enjoyed today's reading. Please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified of future uploads, and I will see you on the next reading or a private reading in the meantime. Loads of love, guys.